Of course, one of the other factors that affect you is where exactly you're going to locate your own operation in the supply chain. Where you're going to physically locate it. And of course, this will affect maybe whether you want to go abroad or if you want to locate it at home. And there are both supply and demand side factors on this. On the supply side, there are a number of things that influence it. For instance, what are the comparative labour costs? Maybe it will be cheaper to locate it into a third world country. Maybe they'll also mean that other things will be cheaper there. Land costs may be cheaper there. Energy costs may be cheaper there. Transportation costs, however, will be much more expensive if you're having to ship things completed a long distance. And there can well be community factors. We see this in America a lot now, where they're being influenced by the government trying to push companies to actually put America first, to build things in America, not look at international building, etc. That. So these sort of things can actually be varied a lot by cost. But of course, things like energy might be more reliable but more expensive in a developed country, and labour might be more expensive, but it might be more skilled. So it isn't just about cost. If it's just about cost, we tend to move everything to the cheapest environment all the time. And there are also a large amount of things on demand, such as exactly the people who are actually going to be using the quality. Do they have the labour skills? Have they got the suitability for site? What's that image like? Because of course, if we actually use low skilled labour, we put it in a suitable site, and we have a bad image of using cheap labour, and we actually go abroad, and we will upset our customers, it's inconvenient for customers, and this demand side factor will actually reduce the commitment to actually people wanting to be our customers. So it's very, very important to know that this is in itself important. That these demand side factors, where what we do influences what the people who are actually going to be buying a product and service like, can have an influence on that. And we've seen that even perhaps with call centres, where there was a big move to move them all to India, and now there's been a pushback against that. People saying, actually advertise saying, we use UK based, we use US based call centres, and people are more willing to actually therefore maybe engage with that company, more willing to buy that product, more willing to buy that service. If they think, whether rightly or wrongly, they're going to get better service by using a UK based call centre.